Welcome to High School Football Game Night, presented by Scenic Cable Network and Production. Now, here's tonight's game.
We're here tonight at Providence Christian School on Thursday night for Thursday night football. Nick Gwynn and Mark Smith here, and for this crosstown rival between the Providence Christian Eagles and the Houston Academy Raiders. And Mark, as Providence takes the field, we got a little bit of extra fanfare on the field, I guess.
Yeah, the Big Eagle, something new tonight, and the players come running through it with the smoke and the students ready for them, and it just made it a little bit more special. And here come the Raiders.
One thing tonight to mention that it is senior night here. This is the last home game of the season for Providence, and the captains tonight, of course, were the seniors, but also joined by honorary captain Morgan Hasty, and she walked out to the center of the field with Nick McAllister for the coin toss. I believe Houston Academy won the toss, but they evidently they did defer because Providence will start with the ball, and we will be kicking off here in just a moment. And Bratcher Underwood will put the ball down for the HA Raiders at the 40-yard line.
Nick,
deep to receive. Well, who is that deep to receive, Mark?
That is Spence Whitaker. Bratcher Underwood is, as a lot of people know, is a prospect for college play. Not sure who he's been talking to, but I know he's been talking to several schools, and he is an excellent, excellent kicker, Nick.
Yeah, by far the best kicker in the Wiregrass probably for the last 2 or 3 years. Very strong leg. Bratcher's kick will go through the end zone, and so Providence will start their first possession of this ball game on the 20-yard line. And Mark, both teams, HA comes in tonight already having locked up the first place in the region. So playing for pride, city pride, but Providence playing for a little bit more than the city pride.
Yeah, obviously that's the biggest thing to these kids, but they do have a chance. Providence does have a chance to make it to the playoffs. Main thing Providence needs to do tonight is control the clock, keep the ball away from the explosive offense of HA.
Hunter Gwynn in at quarterback. He has Dylan Siegler out wide to the right. Spence Whitaker will go in motion. He'll give the toss. Spence is going to get around the corner. He's going to turn it upfield. He's going to go for about 8 yards. Providence needs a little help, Mark. Winning tonight would help, obviously, to maybe sneak into that number 4 slot in the region, but need a little bit of help from some other teams as well.
Yeah, basically, Wicksburg's got to beat Sampson.
Okay. So 2nd and 3 after a 7-yard gain, 11 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. A lot of crowd here. A lot of crowd for a Thursday night.
Yep.
To give to Whitaker up the middle. He's going to go through the line into the backfield. He's going to have a first down, about 6-yard gain there.
Nick, this is what we talked about. We got to have some fire off the line. We got to keep the ball on long, sustained drives, keep HA's offense off the field, and maybe wear out their defense a little bit.
HA's offense this year has been very productive behind Andy Jones, the quarterback, and Hayes Battles, the tailback. And so you're right, Providence needs to control the clock, and Providence offense needs to be on the field as much as possible. 1st and 10 now from the 35-yard line. The give will go up the middle.
Oh, fumble.
And there's a fumble on the play, and HA will recover. That was Spence Whitaker on the carry. He got about 2 yards. The ball came loose. Houston Academy will now have the ball with a short field at the 38-yard line.
That's one thing that Providence cannot afford tonight. Maybe we can come up with a big stop here, but they cannot afford too many of those. I did not see who that was that caused the turnover or jumped on it. But anyway, 1st and 10 at Providence's 38-yard line. Andy Jones is the quarterback.
Dennis is split out wide to the left. Battles goes in motion. Andy Jones looking to pass, but he's going to get nowhere. Covered up in the backfield for a loss of 3.
Yeah, that was Hunter Knight with a stop with the help of Brian Jones.
One thing we'll notice tonight, Paul Peterson, who started the season as one of the quarterbacks and one of the safeties was out for about 3 or 4 games with injury. He is back. He was back last week, but now spending his time in the safety position. So after a loss of 3, it'll be 2nd and 13. The toss goes to Hayes Battles. Hunter Knight corrals him and keeps him in the backfield. He's going to get about a yard back to the 40-yard line, but that's going to set up 3rd now and 12.
Hunter Knight had great containment on that play and made Battles cut back inside, where he was met with several Providence tacklers, including Nick McAllister.
Godwin also in on that. 9 minutes and 43 seconds to go in the first quarter. Houston Academy ball, 3rd and 12 from the 40. Andy Jones looks to pass, looks out in the flat. He's going to have his man, and he's going to get just across the 35-yard line. Not going to be enough for a first down.
Great tackle by Dylan Sigler.
That time it was Alec Reeves on the reception, but that's going to bring up a 4th and about 6 yards, and you would expect to see Underwood at this point, because this is actually
Nick, they're going
to go for it.
They're going to go for it.
This actually would be about a 50-yard, 52-yard field goal. And Bratcher had, I know last week I think he had a 46. He's had field goals in this range. So
yeah,
Houston Academy will go for it. Andy Jones under center. And
Nick, I think they are trying to get Bratcher a little more room right here. That will give them 4th, and it'll be 4th and 1.
About a 1. Yep.
So it'll be interesting to see if they bring Underwood out here or if they go for it on 4th and 1 now.
On 4th down, penalty marker on the
We actually got bit by our own play that we.
They gave him a first down on that.
That was not a first down.
Well, based on where the yard marker was, it should not have been enough for a first down, but the official calls it a first down. So after the offsides penalty, that'll be a first down for Houston Academy.
Sorry, folks, we were looking at the down marker, and it looked like 4th and 6, but obviously it was not 4th and 6.
Okay, so 1st and 10 now from the 27-yard line for Houston Academy with 8:30 left to go in the first quarter. Speed sweep, Andy Jones will keep it. He'll go up the middle. He's going to get about 3 yards, bring up 2nd and 7.
Nick, they do that a lot right there. They use their 2 best athletes on a zone read play, and Indy keeps it sometimes, and he hands it off to Battles quite a bit. So Providence contained that relatively well with a three-yard stop.
Mikey Brock in out split wide. He came in for Dennis. Battles in motion to give to Battles. He cuts it back up the middle. He's going to be hit by the linebacker, or the safety, I guess safety there. And he's going to be just, based on that spot, I think he's going to have a
They're giving him the first down.
Yep. Well, I think he got it by about a half a yard.
Nick, that penalty was huge. We didn't know it at the time. We thought that it was going to just give him 4th and 1, but it gave him the first down, and now they've got another first down, and they're inside the red zone.
They're at the 16-yard line with a new set of downs with 7:35 left to go in the first quarter.
Well, they moved.
That time, motion on Houston Academy, so that will back them up. It is a good crowd. The Thursday night crowd,
Wow, they're calling it on Providence.
They called that on Providence? Okay. From our angle up here, it looked like it was a motion on Houston Academy, but so that'll be 1st down and 5 now for Houston Academy. I was talking about the crowd. I was a little pleasantly surprised to see as many people turn out for this Thursday night game.
Yeah, Providence obviously had a big crowd. HA does too.
The give that time right up the middle to number 5, Cullen Armstrong. And he's going to get maybe a yard. It's going to be 2nd and 5. No, they're going to mark it for no gain. So he's at the 11-yard line, 2nd and 5 now.
Nick, this will be a big stop if we can hold them to at least a field goal here.
Andy Jones checks off at the line. He looks back to pass. He's looking at the corner. He's going to have his man, and he's going to get into the end zone for the Houston Academy touchdown. That was, I believe that was to Dennis.
Yes, that was Jackson Dennis.
Jackson Dennis, okay. So
Nick, he checked off the line. He saw the one-on-one coverage, and the cornerback was playing off of Jackson, and he just ran down and turned around, and Andy put it on the money. And I think, you know, we got a freshman starting out at that cornerback position because of injuries, and he's done a great job. But Andy noticed it. He's a very well-seasoned quarterback, and he noticed it and took advantage of him.
So Bratcher Underwood will come on for the point after. The ball is down, and it is up, and it is good. And so after the Providence turnover, Houston Academy capitalizes and takes the lead 7-0 with 6 minutes and 27 seconds to go in the first quarter. So after the Houston Academy touchdown, Providence down 7-0 with 6 minutes and 27 seconds to go in the first quarter. Bratcher Underwood will put the ball at the 40 to kick off to Spence Whitaker.
Nick, it's important here that we get the drive going and don't turn the ball over. Try to get something going here on this drive.
Well, last drive we were moving the ball fairly well. That turnover is what cost us the points right there. So after the touchback, Providence will start at the 20-yard line.
Be interesting to see what we come out with here. We're having success running the ball, running it up the gut, actually. First play was around the end, but the other was up the gut. We just had the turnover that killed the drive.
This give to Whitaker. He will go straight up the middle off the right tackle. He will have a gain of about 5 yards.
I think the one thing that coming into the year we thought was going to be our advantage was our line. We have a lot of size on our line. HA lost a lot of size in their senior class last year. So we thought that would be an advantage coming into the season. We struggled early there, but we've played better the last couple of weeks, and it looks like we've come out playing tonight and blowing them off the line a little bit.
This time the give will go to Siegler around the left side. Siegler's going to have a little bit of room. He's going to get to the corner. He's going to get to the 30-yard line. That should be enough for a first down, depending on the spot.
Depending on the spot.
Yeah, Mark, we came out fairly good this year. Providence started 2-0 and then lost 4 games in a row. But since then, have won the last 2 and right now sit at 500 with a 500 season at 4-4. So third now and about a foot for Providence. 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. And there is a flag, and I believe that should go against Houston Academy.
They did. They let the
defensive end on the far side.
To be expected. We do that a lot. And of course,
yeah, it's the first time I think I've seen the no-play run from the shotgun, though.
Yes.
We usually get up under center to run that. But, yeah, I noticed the last couple plays, the quarterback, Gwen, has been given kind of a hard count. And that time, again, did the hard count and drew Houston Academy offside. So 1st and 10 now from the 35 for Providence. The give this time will not go to Siegler. It's going to be a screen pass to Whitaker from Gwen, and he's going to have the corner. He's going to have a lot of running room.
That was a great play right there. It was set up by the end round that we ran with Siegler 2 plays ago. And they faked that and gave it to Gwen took the ball around the side and threw a strike to Spence Whitaker.
21-yard gain on that play. That was, like you said, set up by that play before because it was basically the same play. This time Gwen just keeps it and throws it out to Whitaker in the flat. So 4 minutes and 41 seconds to go in the first quarter. Providence 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. This time to give to Whitaker on the left side. He turns it upfield. Didn't get through the hole quite quick enough. He's going to get back just past the line of scrimmage. Not much more than that.
Yes.
Number 28, Whitaker with a carry around left guard, making the stop for the Raiders. Number 52, Dolson. A pickup of 1
So it's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 now for the Providence Eagles from the 43-yard line. Clock is running. There's 4 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. High snap, brought down.
Another fumble.
This time, Whitaker gets up the middle, and he coughs the ball up again, and waiting to see who recovered. It's going to be a Houston Academy has recovered that fumble as well. So, again, Providence driving the ball mark, but shooting themselves in the foot with the turnover.
Yep, just what we didn't need. HA's line is right back up to run a quick play here, it looks like.
3 minutes, 51 seconds to go in the first quarter. Andy Jones with twins left and right. He's going to look to pass, look for a quick hit here. He's going to look deep and looking for his man, and he's going to overthrow him by about 3 or 4 yards. So incomplete pass. It'll be 2nd down and 10 now from the 39.
Down the far sidelines for number 5, Armstrong, goes incomplete. Defending on the play for the Eagles, number 20, Brown. The incompletion brings up 2nd down.
You know that the coaches, Mark, not happy about the turnovers, and probably having a few words with the team about taking care of the ball. Andy Jones looking to pass again. He's going to have his man at the 50-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down. That was completed to Josh Oliver.
Edwin Colley on the tackle.
So a new set of downs for Houston Academy. The ball rests at the 50-yard line. 1st and 10.
Ball resting on the Houston Academy side of the midfield stripe.
Low snap. Jones keeps it, goes straight up the middle. He's going to have about 3 yards on that. Just kind of push the pile.
Colin Hughes and Brian Jones on the tackle.
So after a 3-yard gain, that's going to bring up 2nd and 7 now for Houston Academy.
It is imperative that we stop them on this drive.
Number 75,
Jones dropping back, looking to pass. Has his man right through his hands. That time was Dennis, I believe.
The penalty flag in the vicinity of holding, where holding would normally be called. I'm not sure they're called yet, but that is where they normally would call holding. We had good coverage out there on Dennis on that play.
Had pretty good coverage, but that ball probably should have been caught, and I know he's wishing he had, because he would have had enough for the first down.
Pending the penalty.
Pending the penalty, exactly. That's going to be Houston Academy's walking the other direction, so it is going to be against Houston Academy.
I'm thinking our coaches probably thought a little bit about declining that penalty to set up 3rd down.
It would have been 3rd and 7 versus 2nd and 12, right? Yeah.
It'd been 3rd and 7.
It's 2nd.
We had 2 penalties on play.
Okay. Okay.
So sets up 3rd and 21. I mean, 2nd and 21.
Well, that holding is from the spot of the foul.
Yes. 2nd and 21.
It'll be 2nd and 21 now. If they had declined both, it would have been 3rd and 7. So I think good decision there to take that penalty. Andy Jones will drop straight back looking to pass. He gets a little pressure from Hunter Knight, and he's going to try to get around the side. Brad Lawley's going to force him out of bounds and get a little extra help there from Timmy Brown.
Colin Hughes really made that play, getting pressure on Jones.
So 3rd and 15, the ball sits at the 45-yard line after a 6-yard gain by Andy Jones. Jones looking to pass again. He's going to get pressured again, forced out of the pocket, scrambling, looking for somewhere to go, and he's going to break 2 tackles, 3 tackles.
Cow.
And he's going to get
close to the first down.
A first down.
No, he's short of the first down. He's 2 yards short of the first down, but what a play by the
him back. He evidently.
What a play by the senior Jones. He is quite elusive. He
should have been dropped 3 times.
Absolutely, he pulled out his inner Johnny Manziel.
His inner.
It's 4th down, 3 yards. They are quite confident in their offense here. They're going to go for it.
4th and 3 from the 43-yard line. Andy Jones will be under center. They tried to draw us off sides, and they snapped it to Battles.
Trick play.
Battles goes up the middle.
Trick play. It depends on the spot.
Well, there's
and a fumble.
There's a fumble on the play. No call yet.
You know what? If they get the fumble, they'll get the first down. They would not have gotten the first down otherwise.
Based on where Battles went down, it would have been about a half a yard short of the first down. Instead, it is fumbled, and Houston Academy recovers.
What a break.
And they have enough for the first down. That was a little bit of a trick play. Andy Jones starts walking towards the sideline, and direct snap goes to Hayes Battles.
Yeah, he would have been stopped maybe a half yard short. However, fumbled forward, and they jumped on the ball.
First down and 10 with a minute to go in this first quarter. Battles in motion. Jones will look. He's looking down the middle, has a man, and overthrows him. That time looking for Cotton Carpenter, and just overthrows him. Had him, that would have been a touchdown had that pass been on.
Yeah, he had to kind of turn his back a little bit to come back for the ball, but he, I'm sure, wishes he caught that one.
Yeah,
but,
the correction, that was Alec Reeves. That 28 and that 20 looked a lot alike, but that was Alec Reeves, the intended receiver there. So 2nd and 10 for Houston Academy. 58 seconds to go in the first quarter. They give to Battles around the left side. He gets hit in the backfield. He's going to break loose of that tackle, and he's going to get maybe a yard on that play. That time, who was it, 75. Brian Jones got a hand on him early.
He did. Then Rowan Godwin Rowan Godwin came in and finished him off. Brian made the initial play on the ball, but as we've seen, Andy Jones is quite elusive.
So after the half-yard gain by Battles, it's 3rd and a 9.5. Andy Jones dropping back, looking out to pass in the flats. He's going to have Reeves. Reeves is going to be just across the 30. That will be enough for the first down. So those receivers running routes just past the chain, just past the yardage markers and getting those first downs.
Yeah, our cornerbacks are playing off the receivers a little bit more than I'm sure the coaches would like here. I know they're trying to keep from giving up a big play, but Andy Jones is experienced enough to take advantage of that.
That's right. So at the end of the first quarter, Houston Academy Raiders 7, Providence Eagles nothing. So back to start the second quarter. Houston Academy with a first down and 10. The ball sits at the 29-yard line. Houston Academy with a 7-0 lead.
To start the second quarter, the Raiders have it first down, 10 yards to go. Ball to be put in play from the Providence 29-yard line.
And that time, Providence moved a little too soon in the neutral zone. So that's going to move the ball 5 yards further, and it'll be 1st and 5.
Yeah, these penalties are killing us. I mean,
the fumbles, the two fumbles of ours that we didn't recover, and Houston Academy tried to give the ball back to us with a fumble, and we didn't recover that one either.
Yep.
And the penalties and the fumbles are really hurting Providence right now. 1st and 5 now from the 24-yard line. Battles goes in motion. He's going to get the ball up the middle. He's going to push the pile for about a 3-yard gain. It'll bring up 2nd and 2 for Houston Academy.
That was Biscuit Ernst on the tackle. They ran a little bit different play there. It looked like it was going to be around the end, and instead that was an inside handoff. A little bit different look, trying to catch us off guard there. Jones this time gives the ball to Battles again. He goes straight up the middle, breaks the tackle at the line of scrimmage,
and he's going to get to the 15-yard line, enough for another first down.
Nick, I've noticed something we've done tonight. Hunter Knight is now playing outside linebacker instead of tackle, the way he's been playing most of the year. And I'm sure they've got their reasons for that.
Well, we've already seen it help a little. He has gotten pressure on Andy Jones a couple times tonight, coming in from that end spot that he wouldn't have gotten if he had been at tackle. Andy Jones on the keeper is going to try to go around the left. He's going to cut upfield and get to about the 10-yard line. They're going to mark it to at the 11. It's going to be 2nd now and 6.
He was stopped by a host of tacklers, including Nick McAllister, Dylan Sigler, Hunter Knight, and Brad Lally.
You know, we've talked several times this year about Providence graduating a lot of the skill position players, and you mentioned earlier Houston Academy graduated most of their linemen, their skill position players, still here.
Looks like we've moved again, Nick.
Flag on the snap.
I think they're taking advantage of our young nose tackle, Brian Jones. I'm not sure if he's the one that moved that time, but he has been the one that's moved a couple of times tonight. And that's going to set up a short 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1 from the 6. 10 minutes, 24 seconds to go in the second quarter.
It'll be 2nd down and 1 yard to go now for the Raiders.
Andy Jones will keep it and go straight up the middle. Gets hit behind the line. Looked like he wouldn't have the first down, but that second effort, he is going to get enough for the first down.
Number 13, Jones with a carry up the middle. He's down to the Providence 4-yard line.
So 1st and goal from the 4, and so far tonight, Mark, you know, you expected Hayes Battles to come in and be the one you got to look out for, but so far tonight, I feel like Andy Jones has been the one that we've had to worry more about. Hayes has not been quite as productive yet, but Hayes is always liable to break one. That time, Battles
there he goes
in motion. He gets the give over the right side. He's going to get just shy of the goal line and be stopped at the half-yard line.
You know, Nick, we talked about Providence needing to come in and run clock, but it's been HA that's controlled the clock tonight. Of course, the turnovers have helped in that regard.
This time, Andy Jones will push the ball straight up the middle with the quarterback keeper, and he will cross the goal line for the touchdown with 9 minutes and 19 seconds to go in the second quarter.
Nick, we're giving them too short of a 1st and 5s, 2nd and 1s.
Yep.
You can't do that against a good team like this. And
they've started both their possessions with relatively short fields because of our turnovers.
They have.
So another 2 things that Providence has got to fix, one on offense, one on defense.
If you'd told me that Battles would have been held to the small amount of yardage that he has been held to, I would have said no good. We partially blocked.
It's partially blocked, which is rare for Bratcher.
Brad Lally. And he's Bratcher's turned around saying something to Brad, but yeah, there's the flag on Underwood right there.
So there is a flag for some little extracurricular. But with 9 minutes and 19 seconds to go in the second quarter, Houston Academy with the lead, 13-0. So after a Houston Academy penalty following that blocked extra point, Bratcher Underwood will put the ball at the 25, and Spence Whitaker will stand at the 6-yard line. The question is, can Underwood kick it? Can he kick it to the end zone from the 25? And we're about to find out.
We got the head referee coming in here for some reason. Not sure what's going on here. And Underwood's running off the field.
I believe the penalty was against Underwood.
It was against Underwood.
And I don't know if there's... Okay. Underwood comes back on, and there's 9 minutes and 19 seconds to go in the second quarter. So from the 25, Bratcher Underwood's kick. And he's going to kick it to the 9-yard line. Spence Whitaker will take it there. He'll go straight up the middle. He's looking for some room. He's going to have some. He's going to get all the way up to midfield, across midfield. He's going to be down at the 45-yard line, just shy of the 45-yard line.
That's exactly what we needed. Obviously, we wouldn't have gotten that without that penalty. That would have gone through the end zone, and we thought possibly Bratcher could have kicked it through the end zone anyway. But anyway, Spence got it at the 10, and we blocked well, and he ran right behind his blocks and got it to the HA 46.
So good field position now for Providence Christian. And when Spence running the ball there, I'm sure a lot of fans holding their breath to hoping he didn't cough it up. So. Snap to Gwynn. He's going to give it to Whitaker. Whitaker's going to go left side. He's going to be hit just across the line, but drive forward just a little bit. Gain of about 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6 now. Alec Reeves on that stop.
Nick, it's we've got to do something here. Obviously, it's 13-0, and all the momentum has been with HA tonight, but Providence now has a little bit of momentum after that kickoff return, and it's imperative that we get some first downs.
That time, penalty against Providence. The left tackle?
Left guard.
Left guard moved a little soon.
Yep, we got 2nd and 6, and now we're going to be 2nd and 11. And this offense doesn't do well. We're not equipped as much for 2nd and 11 as we are 2nd and 6.
No, you wonder at 2nd and 6 if we might not have been looking to pass in that setup, but we won't know now as it'll be 2nd and 11. 8 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the first half. It's time to give to Whitaker. He goes around the right side. He's going to get around the corner. He's going to get just across the 45. They're going to mark it right at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, he only got a couple yards there, so he's going to bring up 3rd and about 3rd and 9.
So 3rd and 9 from the 45-yard line.
Once again, penalties killing us. It's not unexpected for a young team like this, but we haven't really had that problem most of the year.
This time the give to Siegler around the left side. He's got room. He's got blockers. He's going to make his way up. It's going to depend on the spot here, Mark.
Yeah, it's going to be a yard short, I believe. About a yard short. I'm sure that we'll be going for it with this type of field position.
So at the 37-yard line,
in fact,
fourth and about a yard and a half.
Right. A no play possibly here. We got 3 timeouts left, so a no play wouldn't be a bad play here.
No, we went on first sound, and we're going to take it over the right tackle, and we're going to get to the 35-yard line.
Just short of the 35, that'll be a first down.
Houston Academy might have been expecting the no play there, like you were, Mark.
Right, but it's quick.
Instead, kind of a going on the explode call on the first sound from the quarterback. That's something we've seen a little bit more of this year that we hadn't seen in prior years, going on a different set count than just the traditional set count. So 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line for Providence. This time the give will go straight up the middle, and Whitaker will get back to the line of scrimmage and nothing more.
Nick, every time Whitaker gets the ball, they are pulling on the ball every single time. Can't blame him. He fumbled 3 times tonight.
2nd and 10 now, 6 minutes, 37 seconds to go in the first half. Providence down 13-0. Quick shift back into the shotgun. This time Hunter Gwynn's going to roll to his left. He's going to look to throw. He's going to throw out into no man's land. Should have been a receiver out there, and nobody's there, but throws the ball away. And that'll bring up 3rd now and 10. I don't know if...
Well, Well, I think that
a
play,
receiver got held, or I don't know. There was nobody.
the
really
play
out
was
there.
for Spence out in the flats, but they had that well covered, and so Hunter, the only other receiver out in the play was Paramore, and he was down the middle, and he was also covered. So Gwen did the right thing and threw it away.
Looked like he needed one more receiver. Whitaker goes in motion, 3rd and 10. Gwen dropping back to pass. He's going to look, and he's going to have.
No!
They were trying.
Whoa.
They were trying the hook and ladder.
They
there.
were.
And that time, Brown.
Brown was going to flip it to Sigler going around the end, and if
Good thing he didn't, though.
had he done that cleanly, Sigler would have scored. However, HA had the play well covered and
Right.
had him where he could not pitch it, but that did get the first down.
We saw that play once earlier this year, the ball thrown to Brad Lally, and he turned to try to pitch it to Whitaker, and Whitaker kind of not really in the right position, and it ended up being a turnover for Providence. This time they give to Whitaker over the left side. He's got Hunter Knight in front of him. He's going to get about 7 yards, it looks like, maybe 8. So from the 17-yard line, now it'll be 2nd and 2.
That was a well-designed play there, Nick, running behind Hunter Knight. Obviously, any play that you run behind Hunter Knight is well-designed, but Hunter was pulling on the play and blew a hole wide open. And
the tackle actually that time made from behind. If Spence can get out a little bit quicker, he might not get caught. 2nd and 2 now. Give to Sigler. Sigler's going to take it up the middle.
He's going to get the first down.
He's going to get down to looks like about the 19 for a first down.
Nick, you know, as we said earlier, we haven't been stopped tonight. We stopped ourselves.
We stopped ourselves with you're right, with the turnovers. Providence offense has been blowing off the ball really well, moving the ball well, completed a couple passes, run the ball well. Those turnovers, just got to cut those turnovers down, and then the defense is going to have to stop Houston Academy because they've scored on both possessions.
Absolutely.
Whitaker goes in motion. Toss is going to go to him around the right side. He's got Hunter Knight in front of him. Hunter with the block. Whitaker cuts it back upfield. He's going to get to the 6-yard line where he's forced out of bounds.
Nick, one thing I've noticed with Spence as the year's gone on, this is his first year of varsity football. He has learned to follow his blockers much better this year as the year's gone on. He's also learned to keep those legs moving, use his strong frame to get extra yards.
Yes, earlier in the year you'd see you see him hit a hole where his blockers be in one hole and he'd go to the other hole, but he's doing a much better job now, maturing as a running back. Gwen this time with the Statue of Liberty. Gwen's going to keep it. It looked like it was might have been a design play. I'm really not sure. But he's not going to get any yardage. Maybe lose a yard there.
Something happened there. Gwen's talking to Sigler, and I don't think
it was a fake. I think he was faking it to Whitaker, and he was looking for Sigler coming back the other way, and Sigler wasn't there.
HA is now calling timeout here. I'm not sure.
Okay, so 3rd down and 4 for Providence with 3 minutes 51 seconds to go in the half, and Houston Academy takes a timeout. So after the Houston Academy timeout, there's 3 minutes and 51 seconds to go in the first half. Providence 3rd down, about 5 yards to go for a first. The ball rests at the 8-yard line.
After the timeout, Eagles have it 3rd down, 4 yards to go. Ball resting at the Raider 8-yard line.
This time the give to Whitaker. He's going to go right up the middle. He's going to get about 3 yards maybe.
Yeah,
They're going to spot it just shy of the 5. It's going to be short of a first down.
Yeah, Nick, he went up in the air. He went up in the air, and when he did, that's when they caught up to him. He had a decent hole there, but kind of tried to jump one of his own men there, and when they did, they caught up to him.
So Providence Eagles will take a timeout to talk over this 4th down play. So after the Providence timeout, it is 4th and looks like about a yard and a half, 3 minutes, 29 seconds to go in the first half. Providence is going for it right here. Providence can get a first down. Snap, Give to Whitaker. Whitaker goes around the left side. He's going to turn it upfield. Didn't turn it upfield quite quick enough, Mark. He's only going to get to the 5-yard line, and that's not going to be a first down.
Spoke a little soon there, Nick. We talked about him following his blockers earlier, and that time he tried to do it on his own outside, and it did not work.
So Providence Christian, who has been successful moving the ball tonight, fumbled twice and now turns the ball over on downs down inside the 10-yard line. Houston Academy will start 1st and 10 from the 6 with 3:22 to go in the half, and Houston Academy will take another timeout. After the Houston Academy timeout, Houston Academy has the ball. 1st and 10 from the 6-yard line. 3 minutes and 22 seconds to go in the first half.
Nick, I think they're throwing it deep right here.
This time, speed sweep. Andy Jones going to keep it. He's going to get through the line. He's going to go for a nice gain, about 30 yards. And got himself a little bit of room to work with now. 30-yard gain by Jones is going to be 1st and down. 1st and 10 now.
Yeah, Brad Liley made the touchdown-saving tackle on that. So, got to stop him here. We cannot allow another score before half. That would be devastating. They only have one timeout left.
Jones directing traffic in the backfield, looking to pass, looks out in the flat. He's going to have his man. He's going to be wrapped up immediately.
By Colley.
By Colley. He's going to have about 8 yards on that. I think Houston Academy and fans not happy with the spot there. I wouldn't be either. It looked like I thought he had forward progression a little bit further than that, but be 2nd and 4 now. 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. Jones with the snap. He's going to keep the ball. He's going to go around the right side, and he's going to get the first down and step out of bounds.
There's a smart quarterback for you right there, experienced quarterback. He got the first down and got out of bounds, stopped the clock. He knows they only have one timeout left. And now it's 2:24 left and the ball on their own 46-yard line.
Jones looking left. Nothing there. He's going to try to run it, and he's going to be brought down. He's going to be brought down by Hunter Knight for a loss of about 1.5 yards. There is a flag on the play. A little bit better coverage in the backfield that time for Providence. Andy Jones not able to find a receiver.
Chop block, or block below the knees.
That should be it's from the spot of the foul.
Yes, it is.
And so Andy Jones had already lost about 1 yard. That chop block was about 2 yards behind that. And then you mark off the penalty. And that's going to be 1st down now and about 25 yards. 1st and 25. Am I doing my math right, Mark?
Close enough.
Okay. 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go in the first half. And we just noticed Hunter Gwynn, the Providence quarterback tonight, has his older brother on the sideline, Andrew, who was the quarterback here for 3 years, giving him some pointers, I suppose. And there will be a timeout called with 2 minutes and 12 seconds in the first half, with Houston Academy leading 13-0. Ready? Houston Academy takes their final timeout with 2 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the first half. They are looking at a 1st and 25 after a blocking penalty. Jones will keep the ball. He'll go up the middle. He's going to get maybe 3 yards up to the 35-yard line.
You know, Nick, we thought they'd try to do something special right there. We thought that may be the reason they were calling timeout. Maybe try to throw a big play or do something, hook and ladder or something.
You might look for it right here. They're going no huddle, and they may have taken they are going to huddle now. They may have taken the timeout to call 2 plays. The second one being the trick play. So, minute and 40 seconds to go in the first half.
He's changing the play.
2-1, And they're not going to get that off. That's going to be a delay game call.
Their offense coordinator is out on the field. He's not happy. He's calling Andy over to the sidelines.
So delay game penalty is going to back it up 5 yards. So the gain that they had, a minute ago is negated. Now it's 2nd and 26.
You know, ordinarily you would think they would run the clock here, but I still think they're going to try to make a couple big plays here. Now we've got a timeout, but HA does not have a timeout. Oh, Providence is calling a timeout.
Providence is taking a timeout with 1 minute and 17 seconds to go in the first half.
Wow.
So after the Providence timeout, with 1 minute and 17 seconds to go in the first half, Houston Academy facing a 2nd and 26 after a delay game penalty.
After the timeout, Raiders had his second down and long. Ball to be put in play in their own 30-yard line.
Andy Jones looking to his right, pump fakes. He's looking deep. He has his man, and he's going to catch.
That's what I was worried about.
And he's going to outrun the defenders. And Houston Academy's get in the end zone one more time before the half.
Pass is complete and good for a Raider touchdown.
That time, Mark, I noticed we had no safety help over the top, and I'm not sure if that was
our safety was covering. They had four wide outs.
So we had to roll our safety down to cover, and so it gave them man coverage. And Andy Jones, again, seeing that, I think he changed that play, at least for Alec Reeves at the line.
Nick, as we saw, we knew coming into the game, Andy Jones and Hayes battle were going to be the thorns in our side, and kick is good.
So after Underwood's point after, Houston Academy takes the lead 20-0 with 1 minute and 3 seconds to go in the first half. I know, but I don't know. All right. From the 40-yard line, Bratcher Underwood will tee the ball up. Spencer Whitaker stands at the goal line. Spence had a nice return last time. Was able to get a return because of the penalty before the last kickoff. This time, Underwood's kick will be fielded 5 yards deep, and it will be a touchback. So Providence, with 1 minute and 3 seconds to go, Mark, is going to have 80 yards to go to try to put some points on the board before we go into the locker room.
Yeah, I think that be interesting to see if we try to do something here. We have one timeout left. Ordinarily, I'd say we would not, but seeing how we're down 20-0, we may try to do something. At least first couple of plays.
We are going to try to do something because Brad Lolly's coming in at quarterback. We haven't seen him.
Brad does have a stronger arm, so if we're going to throw it deeper, if we're going to throw it deep here, that he would be the one to
Brad's
do that.
A threat to run as well, so they've got to respect that. And Lolly with the pitch. And Whitaker's going to throw the ball. The halfback pass that time, Whitaker looking for Siegler, would have worked. Ball just kind of overthrown. I'm not sure if you're going to run that.
Paul Barnes is coming in the game. He has not played offense since his injury.
No, he's not coming in the game.
Yes, he is, but not at quarterback. I'm sorry, Paul Peterson.
Paul Peterson, okay.
Paul Peterson.
I say Barnes, yes. Brandon Barnes
is
still out with injury.
Right. Paul Peterson is coming in the game. He's going to be back in the backfield with Brad. Brad's supposedly playing quarterback, but I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't see Paul. Exactly.
Paul looking for somebody to throw it to, and he's just going to throw it downfield. Luckily, it was out of bounds because if it hadn't been, that was an interception.
That was Paul Peterson on the throw, and he's been injured. Came back last week to play safety. This is his first offensive action. Looks like Brad will stay in at quarterback on third down here.
So 3rd and 10 now from the 20. 48.9 seconds to go in the first half. Brad's going to keep the ball. He's going to look for room up the middle.
Ooh.
Going to be brought down by a host of tacklers after about a 2-yard gain. And that's going to
brings up fourth down. I think we'll let this thing run here, and hopefully
Stop the Raiders, number 55, Robinson. Gain of 4 on the play.
we'll have to run one more play, it looks like.
We will have to run one more play. There's
So
about
we'll
a
have
second.
to probably punt the ball, because if not, they'll get the ball with 1 second left.
Unless we take a delay of game.
We're going to take a timeout and then kick it. Or delay a game.
Take the delay of game and then snap the ball and run around for a second and then.
We call timeout with 1.4 seconds left on the clock. The play clock was going to 0.
Will take their third and final timeout of the half.
We're back.
So after the Providence timeout, 1.4 seconds to go in the first half, and Providence will have to snap the ball here. Providence down 20-0. And Gwynn takes the snap. He's going to back up. He's going to let the clock run out and take a knee. So we'll go to the half. Houston Academy up 20-0 on Providence Christian. Providence struggling a little bit on offense with a couple of turnovers. We'll be back after the half. On this now cool Thursday night, Mark. It's a little chilly out here. For the second half of play, Houston Academy is ahead right now 20-0. And the story of the first half for Providence, Mark, has to be the 2 turnovers on offense.
Absolutely, Nick. Turnovers and a couple of penalties at critical times has really hurt Providence. It looks like that HA is expecting an onside kick here. They've got 10 men within packed in a 20-yard space here.
They're expecting onside, or they're expecting a pooch kick, and there's a lot of room on the far side of the field from about the 30-yard line back to the goal line. And this is going to be a pooch kick. They're going to call a fair catch, and it's going to be made at the 35-yard line. I'm a little curious why they didn't just kick it a little bit deeper and possibly pin them deep or even get down and get a recovery.
That was Josh Oliver. I think that's actually Cade is his name.
Mm-hmm.
The roster we have has their real first names on it, and a lot of these kids go by their middle names or nicknames. So
yes. Luckily, we know most.
We know most of them. That was Cade. He's a senior.
So at the 35-yard line, Houston Academy will start their first possession of the half.
They come out in a little bit different formation.
Jones is going to keep the ball. He's going to go right up the middle. He's going to have about 4 yards out to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, guys, expect HA to just try to grind some clock here. No reason for them to do anything different. 20-0 lead,
and Providence has been, when Providence offense has been on the field tonight, they have been moving the ball and making some headway. Just those 2 turnovers, and then they were stopped down on the 6-yard line on that last possession before the half. Howell in motion. Howell's going to get the call, and he's going to go around the right side. He's going to get enough for the first down out to the 46-yard line.
Brad Lally on the stop.
Number 17, Lally makes the stop. It'll be first down and 10 for the Raiders. Ball will be put in play from their own 46-yard.
Nick, some of these seniors, this may be their last half of football, and they are coming up. Brad Lally, and he's come out fired up here, and I know he's thinking about it. Nick McAllister.
Howell in motion again. This time Jones fakes it to him. He's looking deep, has a man over the middle, and he's going to have a catch. He's going to be brought down, but not before he gets in the end zone does Dylan Siegler get to him.
Nick, they have taken advantage of our freshman cornerback all night, and Edmund Colley is going to be a heck of a football player. He is an excellent player, but they saw it on film that he doesn't have much experience, and they're taking advantage of that tonight.
They are. That time it was number 28, Reeves. Just got a couple steps on Colley, and Andy Jones did his job and put the ball right where it had to be. So
Raiders lining up for the one-point conversion try. Number 10, Oliver will be the holder. Number 33, Underwood will be the
Oliver will hold for Underwood. Snap. The ball is down. It's up. And it's good. So with 10 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the third quarter, Houston Academy is up 27-0. Underwood will put the ball down on the 40, and Whitaker will stand at the goal line awaiting this kickoff. Just underway in the second half. Underwood's kick will go out of the back of the end zone, and that will be a touchback. Mark, are we sure, or has the other region been decided yet? Do we know who Houston Academy should face in 2 weeks? They'll be at home in 2 weeks for the first round of the playoffs. Who are they going to face? Do we know that yet?
No, we do not know that. That'll be decided tonight. I believe Mobile Christian was in the lead of that area over there, but they had a big game tonight. So I don't think that region's near as settled as ours is.
There's still a little bit of play in our region for the 3 and 4 spot. Gwen gives the ball.
Gwen is running
Nope.
Dylan Siegler is running the ball.
Siegler hit hard there by number 2. That was McIntyre. But he's going to be just shy of the first down.
Nate, one thing I was thinking about at halftime, these seniors on both of these teams, the seniors on Providence have never been beaten by HA. And the HA seniors obviously have never beaten Providence.
Because Providence has won the last 2
Last
years.
3.
Last
2 years. Last 2 years. So most of these kids didn't play as freshmen. So they've never experienced that. So
Gwen gives the ball to Whitaker. Whitaker takes it around the right side. He gets outside. He's going to get around the corner. Stiff arms, number 5, Armstrong. And gets about 7 yards, enough for a first down.
You know, Nick, it looks very similar to what happened in the first half, the first couple of series of the first half. We're getting yards. We're running clock. Problem now is we're down 27-0.
9 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the third quarter.
We have, I think we've talked about it before this year about how young our skill position players are, and it's come to haunt us tonight.
They give the Siegler. Siegler's going to cut it and turn it upfield. He's going to get about 3 yards across the 40-yard line to the 42.
And conversely, they've got most of their skill position players are seniors, and it makes a big difference in experience.
You know, the situation we were in last year, most of our skill positions, all of our skill positions were seniors. Their skill positions were all juniors and maybe a sophomore in there too. But
it makes a big difference. Lineman is different, and but the experience makes a huge difference at skill positions.
2nd and 5 now. Whitaker goes in motion. He takes the toss around the left side.
They read that one pretty well.
There. Yeah, they read that one and not much blocking. He's going to get back to the 41-yard line is where they're going to mark the ball, or just across the 41-yard line. So he's going to lose about a yard there. It's going to be 3rd and 7 now.
Number 28, Whitaker around left in, leading the defensive charge for the Raiders. Number 58, White. Loss of 1 on the play.
Big third down here, Nick. We need to get some positive yards here and try to keep the ball away from HA.
Gwen rolls to his right, looking downfield. He has a man open, wide open. Timmy Brown, he's behind the defenders, and that's going to go for a touchdown.
Excellent play there. Gwen rolls out and
put the ball where it had to be.
Brown gets some separation, and Gwen puts it on the money.
Nice, looked like about, I don't know where we started, about 55-yard touchdown, 60-yard touchdown there, and puts Providence on the board with 7:53 to go in the third quarter. Gwen will be the holder here for Jesse King.
Get a little excitement on this side of the field, and never know what can happen from here out.
And that time, Timmy Brown just he didn't look open when the ball left Hunter's hand, but by the time it got there, he had 2 steps on everybody. Ball's down. Kick from King is up and good. So with 7:53 to go in the third quarter, Providence on the board now, down 27-7. So after the 59-yard pass and catch from Hunter Gwynn to Timmy Brown for the touchdown, Providence on the board now, and Jesse King will tee it up from the 40. Houston Academy mark in that same set. This time, Howell a little more in the middle of the field.
Yeah, they've got their hands team in. I mean, they've got all skill position players pretty much on the front two lines there. And
this time King will kick it deeper. Howell's going to have to run to the side to get it. It stayed in bounds, rolled all the way down to the 9 before it went out. But that'll bring the ball back out to the 35, which incidentally is where they had it last time after the pooch kick. So same result, trying to kick it away from Howell. Now Houston Academy could back them up and make them kick it again, but I don't think that's what's going to happen here.
Yeah, that was the play we had hoped they had done on the last kickoff, but it almost paid off right there. We would have pinned them deep pretty much there unless Howell would have made an incredible escape.
Defense now for Providence needs to somehow find a way to stop this Houston Academy offense. Give to Howell around the left side. He's going to get across the line and hit hard after about a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, that was Nick McAllister on that hard hit.
Nick feeling like this might be his last half of football, is going to make sure he gets his money's worth. 7.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. 2nd and 6 now for the Raiders. Howell goes in motion again. This time Jones will keep the ball, go right up the middle. He's going to get across the 45 to the 46, and that will be enough for a first down.
Number 13, Jones on the keeper up the middle. He's across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Picks up the Raiders' first down. Making the stop for the Eagles, number 17, Lally.
Nick, it's imperative. We've got to make us. I think I've said that several times.
Yes, you have.
But
it's still true, though.
It is. We've got to make a stop here.
We got to make a stop. We could use one of the turnovers like we gave to them in the first half. This time, the give, Jones keeps the ball, tucks it back in. He's going to go around the left side. He's going to get out enough for a first down and forced out of bounds just shy of the 40-yard lines.
Number 13, Jones with a carry around left end, taken out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Looks like there's some jawing back and forth going on, Nick. I'm not sure exactly what happened over there on their sidelines, but
well, we talk about it every year at this game. Is these two private schools, and we're all of 2 miles apart from each other, maybe, and all these players know each other. They've known each other most of their lives, and so rivalry is friendly. Can get a little out of hand at times, but for the most part, it is friendly.
Yes.
That time, Howell over the right side, and he's going to go for about 6 yards to the 30, just across the 35-yard line. Yeah, I know this is the last regular season game of the season for Providence, and during the year, after ball games, these guys all see each other over at Waffle House or McDonald's or wherever they all go to eat after the game, and they trade stories, talk about the team they played that night, and so they all know each other, and that brings out sometimes a little bit, the rivalry a little bit more. Jones keeps the ball this time. He's going to go straight up the middle. He's going to get through everybody, and he's going to be in the end zone for another touchdown.
Nick, it was a zone read, and he kept the ball and took it up the middle. And it hasn't worked every time tonight, but that time it was wide open.
At this point, you think, what ifs? What if we hadn't turned the ball over in the first half? This game could be similar to that Auburn Texas A&M game where it's trading touchdowns. Ball's down, up, and it is good for Underwood. So With 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the third quarter, Houston Academy now leads 34-7. So after a about 35 yards, not exactly sure, but about 35-yard run there by Andy Jones for the touchdown. Houston Academy up 34-7. We'll see if they give Whitaker a chance to return another one. This one will be returnable. It's going to be caught by
Collie,
and Colley's going to go straight up the middle. Has a hole, gets across the 35. He's going to be down at the 37 and a half yard line.
Nick,
looked like he got through the hole and was kind of surprised that he got through.
Yeah, and you know, Collie is a freshman, and you could see that little burst of speed he had right there. He is definitely an athlete. He was a dominating force on our JV team this year, and will be counted on more and more next year on both sides of the ball. He's having to play a lot of defense this year that he wouldn't have had to have played if not for several injuries.
Gwynn this time drops straight back to pass. He's looking deep again. This time there's a hole, and there is a flag. That time Dylan Siegler wrapped up. If he's not held right there, that might be another touchdown.
Yeah, I think that the defensive back, their coaches are getting on him about it, but he probably saved a touchdown. But
that was Armstrong, the defensive back there. But I think he knew he was about to be beat, and that would. Yeah. I think it would have been another touchdown because if the pass is connected, Dylan's got the speed to outrun the rest of it.
Absolutely. Anyway, in high school football as well as college football, the penalty is from the spot from the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 15 yards from the line of scrimmage,
which
be
is close to where the spot was.
Close, but. Anyway, we've got first down and 10 from HA's 47-yard line.
I like the play call there on first down, just kind of going for it down 34-7. Got to try to make something happen.
Yeah, we really don't have time to grind it out.
Whitaker goes in motion. Direct snap this time to
Garrett Daffron,
the up man, and he's going to go for about a 3-yard gain just across the 45 down to the 44.
That was different. I think that's the first time we've direct snapped to the fullback this year. No, yeah. Well, it's got him out.
Gwynn gives to Whitaker this time. He turns upfield, and he's going to run over. I don't know who he ran over, but he certainly did enough for the first down. He's going to get down to the 34-yard line.
Yeah, number 5 has had a bad series of plays.
That was Armstrong.
Armstrong, he had the pass interference call, and he was just ran over by Mr. Whitaker.
So first and 10 now. 34-yard line, 4 minutes, 28 seconds to go in the third quarter. Quick snap, give to Whitaker. He's following his blockers the left side this time, and he's going to get down to the 16-yard line, enough for another first down. And I'm going to say it again. What if? What if we haven't? What if the first half goes a little different? Yeah. I think this game is a different game because Providence is obviously able to move the ball.
Yeah. And HA still does have their starters in, from what I can tell. I don't know all their players by number that well, but it looks to me they still have all their starters in.
And Houston Academy will take a timeout with 4 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the third quarter. Providence driving here. First and 10. The ball sits at the 16-yard line. There's 4 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the third quarter.
After the timeout, Eagles have it. First down, 10 yards to go. Ball to be put in play from the Raiders' 16-yard line.
They give to Whitaker on the right side. Follows his blockers. He's going to cut up field and push through for about 4 yards, maybe 5-yard gain on that.
He's down to the 12.
He's going to get down to the 12-yard line as the clock gets to 4 minutes left in the third quarter.
You know, some of their linemen got their hand on their sides here. it would have been nice, as we've said, if we could have kept this thing close into the third, fourth quarter and see what we could have done and wore some of these young guys out on their line.
It's time to give to Siegler around the left side. Siegler trying to beat his man around. He's going to turn up field. He's going to get down to the 3-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Dylan Siegler's got great speed, but what I'm impressed by Dylan Siegler is how he didn't go out of bounds. He took on that tackler and a bigger guy than him and just ran him over almost. I mean, the kid made the tackle, but Dylan made him pay for it.
Yep. In fact, I think Howell brought him down on that, and Howell lost his helmet in the process and have to go out for a play. But
we got a late penalty flag. I didn't see. I thought there might have been a hold on us there, but they didn't throw it when I saw it. But now they have thrown it late.
So that'll back Providence up and negate that gain. It's going to be 2nd and 12 now from the 19-yard line for Providence. Yeah, that hold.
Wouldn't that be first down? Was that a second down play or a first down play?
I thought that was a first down play. Yeah, that hold was right there in front of Dylan. That was kind of what allowed him to get that corner. But this time Gwen rolls out to his right. He's looking downfield. He has a man, and he's going to throw the ball.
Dylan
Siegler, the ball thrown a little bit behind.
We've got one official saying it's a catch and one official saying it's not a catch.
And what's the call?
Wow, they're going to call it incomplete. Wait a minute.
Hang on.
There's not a ball out there. Oh, yeah, there is. They're calling it incomplete.
You had the official on the far side called it complete. The official in the middle of the field called it incomplete. The ball was thrown slightly behind Siegler, but Dylan looked like he went down and caught that ball. So that's going to be 3rd and 12.
Yeah, we're going to call timeout here.
Result of the previous play was an incompletion, brings up 3rd down and 12.
I wonder if the coach wants to talk to the official. Evidently not. He's going to just take the timeout. So with 3:12 left to go in the third quarter, we'll take a timeout with Providence.
I still think.
Are we back up? So after a timeout by Providence, the ball rests on the 19-yard line. It's 3rd and 12 for Providence.
After the timeout, Eagles have it 3rd down, 12 yards to go. Ball resting at the Raider 19-yard line.
Whitaker goes in motion. Gwen rolling left, looking.
Got it.
This time hits Paramore over the middle.
None of the officials will even motion.
None of the officials are making any kind of call. They're going to call it complete, though, at the 7-yard line. Was that to Brown or
that was Paramore?
That's what I
It'll
thought.
be 4th and about 2 here.
Well, they moved the ball back about a yard from where he caught it, but
yes, 4th and 1.5 probably.
That time Hunter Gwynn threw kind of a bullet in there amongst some defenders, and Paramore just able to come up with that catch. 4th and 1. This time to give to Whitaker. He goes straight up the middle. He's going to
get the first down.
He's going to get the first down. He's going to get close to the 5-yard line. He's going to be spotted at the 6. That'll be enough for a first down.
And on the stop for the Raiders, number 2, McIntyre, number 10, Oliver. Play picks up an Eagles first down. It'll be first down and goal to go. Ball just outside of the.
All right, first down with about 5.5 to go for the touchdown. Very important here that we knock this thing in, obviously.
2 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. First and goal from the 6. They give to Whitaker. He goes around the left side, has a blocker.
Oh, they're going to call us.
He's going to get down to the goal line, and we're going to have a penalty flag.
It's going to be a hold.
In the area of holding.
You know, you don't see that many holding calls called in high school football on the line, but they have called. This will be about the 3rd one tonight.
Yeah, holding calls.
They're
going to get a chop block.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's not the signal for chop block, but that's what they called. So that's going to back it up. It's going to back it up 10 yards. That's going to move the ball back to the 16-yard line, 17-yard line.
Wow.
Chop block will be the call against the Eagles offense.
19-yard line.
That was the chop block.
Okay,
the one that they called earlier tonight was the block below the knees.
Okay. First and goal from the 19 with 1:56 to go in the third quarter. So again, just the first half penalties, second half penalties kind of hurting Providence a couple times. This time,
oh no,
Whitaker trying to take the ball around the right side and slips on the turf, and he's going to go down for a loss of about 4. Ball sits now on the 23-yard line.
Loss of 2 on the play. It'll be second down.
I think that was Wilson Ramsey on the stop, but really the ground stopped him.
I say, give him credit for it, but Whitaker just lost his footing as he's trying to turn the corner. 1:04 to go in the third quarter. Second down and goal from the 24-yard line. This time to give to Siegler around the left side. He's got one man out in front of him. He's going to cut back inside, and he's going to get a touchdown right here, Mark.
Yeah, absolutely. Great blocking, and he followed the blocks, hit the hole, and accelerated into the end zone.
He got around the corner, had Hunter Knight in front of him, but there was 5 Raiders out there. Hunter Knight picked one, and then Dillon just able to avoid the other 4.
Yeah, absolutely. Great run. He's got great instincts and made a great run there.
So with 50.9 seconds to go in the third quarter. Point after coming here from Jesse King.
The 1-point conversion, number 2, Dwayne your holder, number 6, King, the kicker.
The ball's down, and then kick is up. It's good. So with just under a minute to go in the third quarter, Providence now 14, Houston Academy 34. And we're back to Providence kickoff after the touchdown run by Dylan Siegler. Jesse King puts the ball on the 40-yard line. Howell will be deep.
You know, these kids never give up. They're fighting for every yard and every play, and I'm proud of them no matter what happens. And this game's far from over. It's 50 seconds left in the third quarter, and we've got a whole another quarter of football left.
Dylan Rice in the game for Houston Academy.
Okay.
Not sure what the flag is there.
I'm not sure. It's on the far side of the field. We were lined up properly. I don't know what the call would be at that point. We'll see.
Lined up waiting unless we tried to start a little too soon.
Well.
And evidently that's what they're saying.
What in the world?
I guess we didn't wait for the whistle and went to kick the ball. I'm not sure.
Not sure either. We were all lined up. I didn't see anybody move.
Flag on the play, delay of game against the Eagles.
Delay of game? Okay.
To the 35-yard line.
So the ball now at the 35-yard line. Jesse King will kick. This is an onside kick. It's going to take a big bounce. Be fielded at the 47-yard line. Who was that? 54?
Taylor Lewis.
Taylor Lewis. So Houston Academy will have a little bit shorter field here for this possession.
Ball to be put in play from the Houston Academy 47-yard line.
You know, I don't have a problem with the onside kick there. Well, they've been getting the ball at 35, 12 yards further up. Not that big a deal, really.
Howell goes in motion. He will get the ball going around the right side. There was a hold out there. No flag.
Good play by Timmy Brown on the solo tackle of Richard Howell.
Yeah, that time
Dylan Siegler was getting mugged on that end.
he was trying to get away from his blocker so that he could get out to make the tackle and just not able to do it. 1 yard gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 9. And Houston Academy will have to snap the ball one more time this quarter. The give this time, nope.
No, Andy's got the ball.
Kept the ball. He's going to get across the 50, about a 3 yard gain. And that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. Houston Academy with the ball. It'll be 3rd and 6 when we come back. Houston Academy leads 34-14. So as we start the fourth quarter, Houston Academy has the ball on the 49-yard line with a 34-14 lead. It is 3rd down and 6.
7 yards to go. Ball resting at the Providence 49-yard line.
We have no safety on that side.
First down.
First down out there.
Dylan Siegler on the tackle.
Cade Oliver. Not sure why our safety was lined up over on this side of the field. They didn't have any wideouts over here, so I'm not sure why there wasn't some safety help there over the top. But 1st and 10 now for Houston Academy from the 40-yard line. Howell goes in motion. Jones will keep the ball. He's going to go up the middle. There's a flag right at the line of scrimmage. That's probably coming back for a hold. Jones is going to get horse collar tackled down into the end zone for a touchdown, but I think that's coming back.
Yes. You know, like I said, I haven't seen this many holding calls in the interior line in a high school football game ever. But this particular ref, he's
watching for it, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised. We are in the fourth quarter. There's 11 minutes, 20 seconds to go. But with the 20-point lead, Houston Academy, knowing they already have the region locked up, and they're going to be playing 2 weeks from now in a playoff game, I'm a little surprised to still see Andy Jones in the game. You know,
I am too, Nick,
would not be a good thing for Houston Academy to get him injured here in the fourth quarter of a game that really, for their season, doesn't matter.
No, but, you know, the Providence HA game matters. I mean,
I know. It's like the Auburn, Alabama. So it's going to be 1st and 20 now. The give this time to Howell. He follows his blockers around the left side. He gets out the corner. He's got running room. He's going to get all the way to the end zone. And that's going to be a 51-yard touchdown for Howell.
Nick, he just got outside, and our cornerback was blocked, and maybe with a little hole, but anyway, he wasn't able to get off his block, let's just say that. And he turned the corner and outran everybody else.
He did, and that's going to put 6 more on the board, waiting for the extra point from Underwood.
Raiders lining up for the 1-point conversion try. Number 33, Underwood, will be the kicker.
And there's going to be a delay of game call before this kick is.
That's strange. Don't see that every day.
Not on a point after.
Maybe he just wanted a challenge.
Well, if he takes 2 more or 3 more, then we'll.
Yeah, it'd be a challenge for him.
Then we'll see if it's a challenge.
Although we saw him kicking 55 yards at the halftime, so.
That's right.
I
think he made about. He was about 35, 40%, maybe. I don't know.
On the 55-yarders, he made all of his 50-yarders.
Made all his 50-yarders. So the ball now will be placed at the 15. The kick is up, and it is good. So with 11:03 left to go in this ball game, Houston Academy with the 41-14 lead. So after the 51-yard Howell touchdown run and the extra point from Underwood, it is 41-14 now, Houston Academy, with 11 minutes to go in this ball game. Underwood will place the ball at the 40. Last time they gave us a chance to return it. Let's see if they do again.
Back deep to receive the Eagles, number 28, Spence Whitaker.
Doesn't look like it. This time the kick will go through the end zone. And so Providence will start at the 20.
Nick, you know, it's pretty unusual in high school football to see the ball boys waiting on a kickoff. But he kicks it so far they have to get the kickoff from him. And he probably uses special footballs for his kickoffs. And so, anyway, they grabbed it. And the only time he didn't kick it out of the end zone was when he got a 15-yard penalty.
Well, and that last one he did, he kind of popped that last one up and gave was it Colley a chance to return it. So Providence starts at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Direct snap to Whitaker, going around the right side. He's going to get around the corner. He's going to go up the sideline and get to the 30-yard line.
Hunter Knight pancaked 3 people on that play.
It should be enough for a first down. I thought at one point Whitaker was going to turn upfield a little sooner and not get out on the sideline. But
yeah, Hunter Knight was leading that play along with Hunter Gwynn, and they're quite a bit of difference in size, and it kind of cracked me up a little bit. But anyway, looks like we're bringing in both Wiley and
Gwynn and Peterson.
And Peterson. Our 3 quarterbacks are all in at the same time, so this will be an interesting formation, and see what's going on.
Snap it. Well, Peterson's going to split out wide.
Yeah, three got trips out wide.
Formation we haven't seen. Peterson, the pass.
Oh, what's the call? Oh, man, we had that set up perfectly. He was going to throw it back to Lolly on the other side
of the field.
And they are going to call probably
very late.
It was. It's probably going to be an illegal formation, I imagine, but I'm not sure about that. Maybe too many people in the backfield.
We didn't. We had 1, 2, 3, 4. We had 4 people in the backfield. I don't know how it would have been an illegal formation. That's
what was that? What
illegal. This motion? That's illegal substitution. Is that right?
No.
Illegal procedure.
Penalty on first down will be illegal substitution.
It's illegal substitution. That's
yeah, it doesn't make any sense. We had everybody in before the play.
Did we have, you know, we may have had too many people outside the numbers.
No.
No? Okay. Well, we can watch that. Folks, you can watch that back, rewind it, watch it again, figure out what the call was. So it's 1st and 15 now. We give to Whitaker around the left side, and he's going to follow Hunter Knight. He's going to get all the way to the 39-yard line, just shy of the first down.
Number 28,
Nick, I am noticing a few clean jerseys out there for HA on their line. But they still have some of their starters in, but there are a few clean jerseys out there for them.
14-yard gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 1 now for the Eagles. Ball to be put in play from their own 39-yard line.
2nd and 1 for Providence from the 39. Gwynn looking to pass this time. He's throwing deep. He's looking for Timmy Brown. Brown comes back and actually turns into a defensive back right there to keep that ball out of the hands of Cade Oliver. That ball needed to be thrown outside shoulder, and it got to the inside on.
It did. That was a good defensive play there. He stayed in front of the intended receiver, I believe, Timmy Brown. And that was a good play on 2nd and 1. Throw it deep.
Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking. Good play call for 2nd and 1. Go ahead and take a chance down the field. It's like kind of like a free play right there. So now 3rd and 1, 9 minutes and 22 seconds to go in this ball game. This time to give to Whitaker. He's going to turn around the right corner. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe another foot, but he's going to be short of the first down. That's going to bring up 4th and about a half a yard for the first down.
Number 28, Whitaker with a carryover right tackle, making the stop for the Raiders, number 75. No gain on the play, brings up 4th down and 1 now for the Eagles.
Gwynn with the ball, gives to Whitaker. Whitaker goes up the left side this time. He's going to have more than enough for the first down, out just shy of the 50-yard line.
Whitaker over left guard, picks up the Eagles' first down. Making the stop for the Raiders, number 16, Dennis.
That was Jackson Dennis on the stop.
It's 1st and 10 now from the 49-yard line with 8:27 to go in this ball game. Whitaker over the left side follows Hunter Knight. He's going to get close to another first down. The spot's going to be about a yard shy at the 42-yard line.
Into Raiders territory. Making the stop for the Raiders, number 19, Preston. 8-yard pickup on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 2. Ball resting at
2nd and 2 now.
43-yard line.
At the 43-yard line. 7 minutes, 52 seconds to go in the ball game. Snap to Gwynn. He rolls out to his right. He's going to look at Siegler for the screen pass. Siegler is going to be covered up. That was read well by Houston Academy.
Hunter Knight got rolled up on right there a little bit with his knee and came up limping a little bit. We've got another injured player.
Making the stop for the Raiders, number 15.
That play failed to gain, so it's going to be 3rd and 2. Who is that coming up?
That is Jared Ray, I believe.
Jared Ray?
Yes.
Okay.
Jared Ray, the injured Providence player. He's coming off the field. Maybe just got his breath knocked out of him a little bit.
So with 3rd and 2 from the 43-yard line. Whitaker following Hunter Knight again. And, why would you not follow Hunter Knight every time when you rattle off 10 or 12 yards every play? That's going to get down to the 32-yard line and be enough for a first down, more than enough for a first down. 7:05 left to go in the ball game.
Brad Lawley in the game at quarterback now for this play. This will probably be a direct snap to either Whitaker or obviously to Lawley. But no, Lawley's just going to run it out of the quarterback position.
And they read that. They were looking for Lawley to run on that one. He's going to be dropped for, they're going to give him forward progression.
Okay, we got a penalty flag. This will be interesting. I think there was some jawing going back and forth. We'll see who it's on. I think it's probably going to be on them. They're looking at some of their players to see.
It's about a 3-yard loss there on the play. Ball was going to be spotted at the 35. The penalty here, though, is going to be unsportsmanlike conduct against Houston Academy. Which, if you're the coach for Houston Academy, you got to look at your players and go, look, guys, that's unnecessary. We're up 41-14.
Yes, and if they get somebody kicked out of the game, they're not going to play next week or 2 weeks from now in their next game, which is their first round of the playoffs. So I would, first of all, I'd get my starters out of the game at this point. Second of all, I'd tell them to shut up.
Yeah, Ayrton, last week we played Ayrton at Ayrton, and they were -3 players because of the previous week. They had some penalties late in the game and had 3 players ejected. So not something you'd want going into the playoffs. 1st and 10 now from the 20-yard line. The snap to Lawley. Lawley's looking to pass. He's going to throw. It's going to be the
hook and ladder. And it's going to go down to the 5-yard line. That's I believe that's Brad's first pass of the season, at least in the game.
First completed pass of the season, I believe. Siegler's able to get the ball down to the 5-yard line.
Actually, the pass, I believe, went to Timmy Brown, and then the flip was to Siegler. And Siegler's coming up a little slow.
Siegler made a good adjustment there. That play is designed to go to the outside, and he didn't have the running room, so he cut it back inside and able to get a few extra yards. So 1st and goal from the 5. Snap to Lawley. He's going to give it to Whitaker. Whitaker's going to power his way down just to the goal line.
Number 28, Whitaker with a
Don't want Whitaker to try to stick the ball out across the goal line and fumble. Right now, we just need to go ahead and punch it in.
Making the stop for the Raiders, number 55, Robinson. It'll be 2nd down and goal to go for the Eagles. Ball inside the Houston Academy 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-foot line. 5 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the ball game. Snap to Lawley. He gives to Whitaker. Whitaker short behind the line. He's going to lose.
Wow. He never went down, but they blew the
whistle.
Yeah, they blew the whistle.
Back to the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 3rd and goal now from the half-yard line.
Making the play for the Raiders, number 58, White.
Brad Lawley still the quarterback. This time the snap to Lawley. Lawley gives it to Whitaker.
That's going to be a first down. I mean, a touchdown.
Whitaker just lowered his head that time, bulled through the line. So touchdown Providence with 4:26 to go in the game. 4:25, I'm sorry, to go in the game.
The
clock was still running there. But Jesse King on now for the extra point. Paramore is the long snapper. Quinn the holder. Snap down, and that kick is low.
Well, we have.
Lining up for the 1-point conversion try.
I don't know if it got blocked or just a low kick.
I'm not sure there, but.
At any rate, 4:25 left to go in the game. Houston Academy ahead, 41, Providence 20.
They're on that one.
I know. Wicked deep.
She said there were HA. She was not happy with them.
King set to kick off after the Providence touchdown. Howell back to receive. Onside kick this time. And that's going to be recovered by Providence. Bounced off the face mask, hit the ground, hit the face mask of the Houston Academy player, and Providence is going to have the ball at the 48-yard line. I don't know who that player was. Do you?
It was James Golson.
James Golson. That ball took a wicked hop, came right up off the face mask.
Got him. Yeah, nothing he could really do. It came,
no.
Which is what you want, was that kind of hop.
Yeah.
And
he wasn't expecting that to jump up quite so sharply. So 4:21 to go. Providence with the ball. Whitaker's going to take the ball, following Hunter Knight again around the left side. Houston Academy grabbing at that football, trying to get it away.
Yeah, I thought that we'd be throwing there. You know, we are still down 21, but
that's right.
That's, you know.
2nd and 5 now.
Nothing to be holding back on now.
Short 5 for the Eagles. Ball resting at the Raider 42-yard line.
There's a flag on the play. I'm not sure what the call was there.
I had my head turned. Sorry, Nick. There was.
Well, the ball was snapped, but it looked like, yeah, it's going to be against Providence. I think somebody may have, somebody moved a little soon. I think it might have been the tight end on the other side, because when the flag was thrown, he was 4 yards downfield already. And so that's going to be second and about 9.5 yards. 3:44 left to go in the ball game. Low snap, picked up off the ground. Hunter Gwynn looking down the middle. He's got Timmy Brown. Timmy Brown with the catch. He makes a move, and he's going to get down, knocked out of bounds at the 10-yard line.
Nick, he was wide open. He was wide open. That's that over the middle play to the tight end that we've seen for years from Providence, and there was nobody in the middle of the field. And good pass, good catch.
So
first down and 10.
And they're going to have a 1st and 10 from the 11 now.
Houston Academy 11.5.
I'm going to say it one more time, and I won't say it again. What if we don't turn the ball over in the first half? This could be a different ball game right here. It's time to give to Whitaker. He toes around the right side. He's following Colin Hughes. He's going to get about 4 yards on that, down to the 7.
28, Whitaker with the carry over left guard. He's down to the 7-yard line. Making the stop.
And Timmy Brown was about one player away from breaking that for a touchdown.
He was.
4-yard gain.
I think we might need to get in a little bit bigger hurry here.
Gwynn this time to give to Siegler around the left side, and he's going to have no trouble getting to the cone, and that's going to be a touchdown. He got right to that front pylon.
Did they give us the touchdown?
Yes, they did. The official on the far side signaled touchdown right after he ran over the pylon. That ball will be placed on the 3 or the 2.5 for the point after. King in now for the point after that run by Siegler.
Eagles lining up for the 1-point conversion.
Good snap, hold, and
good.
Barely clears the upright. Didn't get quite as much elevation as he wanted, but it's good for the extra point.
He's struggling with that ankle.
2:46 left to go in the ball game. Houston Academy 41, Providence Christian 27. So with 2:46 left to go in the game, Providence Christian now down by 14, 41 to 27. I would anticipate, Jesse King's limping a little bit here, but I would anticipate another onside kick similar to the one we just saw.
Yeah, Jesse's ankle's been bothering him for obviously about 5 games. He actually had to sit out 1 game.
He had the high ankle sprain. Okay, this time the ball is fielded by Houston Academy at the 50-yard line, and that's where they will start this possession with 2:43 left to go in the game.
Nick, it looks like they have put all their starters back in on offense.
Yeah, they're not happy with the 14-point lead. Neither defense tonight really been able to stop the offense. This time Andy Jones, he looks to pass, he looks out in the flat.
Wow.
Caught and fumbled. They're going to call it incomplete.
Oh my God, they're calling it incomplete. That's unbelievable.
They're going to call that an incomplete pass.
Oh my God, they're calling it incomplete.
They're calling it incomplete pass.
Come on, overrule that guy. Overrule it.
That time, the line judge on the far side called it incomplete. They're talking about it, and they're going to call it incomplete.
That's horrible. The guy caught it, turned, and we hit him, and the ball came out. That
would have been a game changer right there, Mark. Yeah, it would have been a touchdown, put us within 7, and
that's I'm really surprised they're throwing the ball. All they got to do is run the clock.
Well.
Let's see if they throw it again. I bet they don't.
This time to give to Howell. He goes around the right side. He's looking for room. He's going to get over to the sideline. He's going to be brought down. He's going to have enough for a first down. But yeah, I'd like to see that ball. That
was not incomplete. That pass, the guy caught it and turned, and he got hit. There was one official that made the call.
One official made the call.
The other guys
the other officials were watching the rest of the play. So
he had to talk the other guys into it. The rest of them had ran with the play. He's on HA's sideline. Interesting enough.
2 minutes, 14 seconds to go in the ball game. 1st and 10 for Houston Academy. This time Jones keeps the ball, hit at the line of scrimmage by Nick McAllister. He's going to stumble forward for about 3 or 4 yards. I'm not sure how smart it is to have your senior quarterback in the game right here.
Yeah, they're bringing in, I see Hayes Battles coming back in the game. It's minute and 47 left in the game. First or second down. Clock's running. We have 2 timeouts.
Second and 7. Howell in motion. The give to Howell around the right side. He's going to look for room. He's going to get outside. He's going to have a first down, but he's going to stay in bounds, and the clock will continue to run.
Number 6, Howell with a carry around right in. Picks up a Raiders first down. And on the stop of the Eagles,
minute and 15 seconds. The clock still runs.
10 for the Raiders. Ball resting at the Eagles' 25-yard line.
Nick, that first down play, after they got the kickoff, reminded me of a play that Alabama ran years ago against Auburn. And they threw the ball when they didn't have to run out the clock. They fumbled it. Auburn recovers it and kicks a field goal to win the game.
Yep.
And that's what you get for throwing a ball right there.
That one right there, if it's called a fumble, then right now it's a 7-point game. And Providence would have onside kicked, and who knows what happens from there.
Exactly. That's the reason you don't throw the ball there, because anything can happen on a throw. A lot more bad can happen on a throw than can on a run. Plus, if it's incomplete, you stop the clock. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense.
I think that was Providence pulled within 14, and the Houston Academy coaches didn't like that. And I think that's why they were trying to put the ball in the end zone one more time. At this point, they're going to be content to let the clock run down. They're even going to take a timeout right here with 20.7 seconds to go in the ball game. Kind of like when Alabama did that. They left. All right, you ready? All right, 20 minutes, 7 seconds to go in this ball game. Houston Academy with the ball, second and 11. And probably will be content here to take a knee, and they will, and let the clock run out from here.
Nick, we want to wish HA good luck next week, or 2 weeks from now in the first round of the playoffs. It was a hard-fought battle, just too many mistakes on the Providence side.
Absolutely. HA represent our region well. We know they will. And for our seniors here at Providence, we appreciate everything y'all have done this year. It's been a good year, coming out, finishing with a 4-5 season, but with a young team like this, we only have good things to look forward to in the future. For Mark Smith, this is Nick Gwynn. We'll see you next year.
You've been watching High School Football Game Night, presented by Scenic Cable Network and Productions. Join us again next time.